Hey everybody, happy Thursday night. We are Team Inspire, and this is our weekly team Zoom that we do where we talk about all different types of topics and so forth. And the last few weeks, we've been talking about tackling technology, and we have been diving into different aspects. We've gone into Instagram, how to use stories, things like that, and then we've also done a thing with reels, how you can produce a reel and so forth. And there is one of the things I think I failed to mention when we were talking about reels is there is a lady that I follow on not Instagram, excuse me, YouTube. If you want to know anything there is to know about social media, you want to try to figure out how to do something that has to do with technology, what have you. Her name is Modern Millie, Millie. And so if there's something that I don't know how to do, I literally go to Google University, YouTube University, and I will look it up. And then I'll go watch a YouTube video to figure out how to do it. I'm very much a visual person, and so I need to see it happening while I'm also trying to do it at the same time. Somebody might be able to tell me how to do it in a voice clip, but you know what? That's not going to get to me, and that's wasting their time. So look up Modern Millie. If you're trying to figure out how to add sound, how to add, your voice to a reel that you've already got music to, you're going to find that on YouTube. So always feel free to go there. Yeah, I think that's what we call it, YouTube University or Google University. So pop in there. And then Carolyn, before we tackle and get into boards, there were a couple of things that I wanted you to share and I wanted Yola to share. And unfortunately, Yola's not on here tonight to share a couple of those things that I wanted her to share. But what was it? Do you remember exactly what it was that I had asked you to share for tonight?
What, me?
Yeah, there was something that you and I had chatted about in let me go back to our text messages because I was like, that's something I want you to share on our Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Well, shooby doo wop. We were
Was
just
it
chatting.
like how I've changed my feelings about being a promoter? And was it something about that?
Yes, yes, yes. I knew it was big. I've slept a couple of days.
Yeah.
So pop
Yeah.
in. Yeah, I want you to go ahead and share about that. How you went
Well,
from just
yeah. Well, I was so good for so long at talking myself out of things. Like I would get on fire about it and I wanted it, but then I would get all these doubts in my head that said, you can't do that. And yeah, and I know where it was coming from. Um so what I really did about that, how I attacked that whole thing was I dove in every morning into my Bible study with Joyce Meyer, with Rick Warren, with Charles Stanley. I mean, whoever I could listen to, I did, and that's how I started my day. And I saw things starting to change. Because I know that I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm not sure what it is yet. But I do know that I have found my people, and like Tammy, Lisa, you, Sonia, like Olivia. I could just I could go on and on, but I don't know exactly what it is, but I know I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I'm just like trying to follow this and pray about it. But I would be so excited, and then I would sabotage myself because I would say, you can't do that. And nobody wants to buy this off you. Or I would get really discouraged when someone would order and then they didn't order again. And now I don't let that stuff bother me anymore.
mm-hmm.
I don't let it bother me anymore. Today I talked to a lady that ordered a couple times, and she was a customer that thought she could take the Thrive and melt 50 pounds off, but not make any life changes. And I saw her today, and she was like, "Oh," she was like, I found something that works great. I love it." But I didn't even ask her what it was. And she said, "But it's $400 a month."
How much?
I hope $400 a month. So yeah, I just said, instead, the old me would have been on fire inside. I would have been mad. I would have been saying, well, oh no, she can't buy off me, but she goes somewhere else and spends $400. So, but the new me said, well, I'm really happy that you found something that works for you. And so I'm seeing change in myself, and I love that, but that's only from being around people that are leaders that make me feel important, because you guys make me feel important.
Well,
It's all about that.
Well, and you are, and each person who is a member of this team is important because everybody brings a little something different to the table.
Yeah.
And my devotional this morning is called Blessing Blockers. And it talks exactly about like what you were talking about. It comes from, we'll get to boards here in a second, but it talks about Proverbs 14:1. A wise woman builds her house with her own hands. The foolish one tears hers down. So we were tearing down our own selves. And one of the lines that I've underlined here says, God wants us to believe bigger than what we've been through and what we're used to. And it's all about tackling that self-doubt. So hang on, there's a book that I'm gonna, I moved my books.
And
so,
there's so many blessings and so many things. Not just it's not just about the monetary aspect of it, but it's about the people. And I tell you, like the other day when we were on, it was Monday, when we were on the Zoom with Courtney, and there were so many raw feelings on that Zoom. You shared your vision of your coats and hats and gloves for children, and that's really touching on, tugging on your heart. Sam had shared some things that she was dealing with, and that she was very emotional. And then our little Sonia's voice came on, and that's something that we all shared as a sisterhood, and that is certainly that you can't buy that. That was such a blessing to be a part of that day. It really was. And had I been killing myself somewhere else, I would have missed that. And I don't want to miss kind of things.
Exactly. And in this devotional today talks about that self-sabotage that you already referred to. And one of the things down here at the bottom, it says doubting yourself is really doubting God. And the the things that we are wanting out of this are bigger than us. It doesn't have to do with the materialistic pieces, the things that I want to do, the things that I know Lisa wants to do, the things that I know Yola wants to do. None of those have anything to do with us owning a material possession in any way, shape, or form. They are bigger than us. And we know that it's going to take a different vehicle, and Lavelle is the tool and the vehicle to get us there. You are ready for this book. And Circle Maker by Mark Batterson. Have you read it yet?
Circle Maker.
This is the book that Tammy gave us on her leadership retreat that I had earned down in Florida. And this is by Mark Batterson. And he's a minister. And then he does have a devotional book called Draw the Circle. They don't necessarily go hand in hand. You don't have to be doing them at the same time. But he will reference things in the devotional book, Draw the Circle, that comes from here. But you, my dear,
okay,
you are ready for this book. I will lend you mine.
That one first, huh?
Yeah, and I've written in this one, and so you may want one that you can do your own writing in and annotating in.
Yeah.
But going to Amazon, I think they're like $11 paperback.
Okay.
You are at the point. This is your next book.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's
Alrighty.
something I need to read.
Do what?
There we go. I said that's something I need to read more.
Well, I have my little basket over there.
I definitely do.
I've got my basket, I've got my books, and I try to sit down and read 10 pages a day. And that's one of the things that's on my goals each day. And so it's going to happen. It's going to happen because I've got those pictures printed and so forth. All right, so let's talk about boards now. And I don't have the paid version of Zoom yet. So we've got about 40 minutes that we get to play with. So Boards is an app, and we've talked about it just a little bit, but now we're going to dive into it, how you can utilize it along with Thrive Connect and how it's going to make your life easier. Think of Pinterest meets notes section in your phone, but it's all for your business. Okay. So people will share boards with you from time to time, and they will come across as a text message that so-and-so has shared a board with you. Okay, so I'm going to click on one that has been shared with me. Oh, hang on a second, Carolyn. I haven't shared my screen yet. Shoot. I got to share my screen. I want to screen share. I don't want my, oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to go one to that has been, this has been one that's been shared to me. This is messages for reach outs. Okay. And so the way that we know that it has been shared with me is because it has the two little people over here. So if it's a board that's been shared with me, then you'll see little people beside it. If it's one that I have created, you're not going to see that. You're going to see, okay, so this is mine. So like when I share a board with you, Carolyn, you'll see that there's people beside it. That means it's been shared with you, and you can copy the content, but you can't edit it within the board.
Okay.
Okay. So here's a message for reach out. I got these from Rosalind Vance. Okay. So this is when, maybe you realize that there are hundreds of people in your friends list that you have not checked in because Facebook hasn't been showing you their things. Hey, I'm trying to do a better job at checking in with my friends. How's everything going for y'all? I cannot believe, now this year has just started. So I cannot, I would tweak this. I cannot believe that we're in 2023. What sports do y'all have going on as you get into the spring? Something like that. A lot of times I will simply just say, Facebook has not been showing me your stuff, and I realize I haven't been seeing you. So I wanted to do a better job of checking in and see how things are going. I can copy, let me go back to this. I can copy this. Oops, let me go back. I can copy it, and I can go paste it wherever I'm going to put it. I would probably go ahead and move it to a new board that's just mine so that I can edit it. So what I can do is I can go to the plus sign. Do you see the plus sign right here? I can go to this plus sign, and I can create a new board, reach out messages. Okay. Reach out messages. Now it gives me an option to add content. So I'm going to go back over here. Now on my computer, what I have been able to do is this is going to bug me that reach out messages is not in alphabetical order. Okay, so I have all my categories over here in alphabetical order. I was able to move them. So I'm going to go to, I've got reach out messages. She called it messages for reach out. I'm going to go to start. This one, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back. And I'm going to go over here to reach out messages. Okay, hang on. I got to move this. Mhm. There's a plus button here, or there's an add. Do you see the add word? It says
Yeah.
add. Okay, I'm going to click add. And since this is text, I'm going to click text. And I'm going to paste it. Okay. Now it's in here, and I can actually change this and tweak it in my own board. So you can copy.
Wow.
So I can copy any of the things that Rosalind gave me. But if I really want to change it, I can go make my own board, move everything over, which is going to be a little bit of work. But this way, I'm going to be able to do some tweaking. Now, do I worry about trying to do all of these boards at once? No, because I'm trying to work smarter, not harder.
Right.
Okay. Now, let me see if it's going to let me move us around here. Usually there's a done button. I don't want to discard it, but it's not letting me see. Oh, I think I accidentally discarded it. It's not letting me see the bottom of the screen, and then that's where you click done. Like once I put
Okay.
it in there. So I'm going to go back in and add it again. My Zoom thing is kind of in the way. Text, paste. Okay. And there we go. I clicked out of it, and there it is. It's there. I can go in and I can tweak it because this one is my own. You can always put a little emoji. You can change the emoji that goes with yours. So for messages, I'm going to put, I don't need food on that one. Oh, let's see. Hang on. Objects. I want a cell phone message, because these are the messages I'm going to send out via my cell phone. So somebody may put one emoji for something, but I want something different. So you can actually change the emoji that goes with it. I'm going to go back to the board that I was looking at, messages for reach outs, and I can just take a peek at all of these. Now, there are some boards that have been shared with me that I have not tried to recreate the wheel yet because I haven't needed to use every single message. I will go in and I'll copy it, go paste it to the person I'm going to share it to. And before I hit send, that's where I'm tweaking and I'm changing it. So while I've got you on here, Carolyn, I know, and I meant to ask you to do this ahead of time because I know that you're on your phone, but I know I have shared some boards with you, but I don't know which ones I have shared. And I don't know if you can look at your boards app really quick, and then I'll know which ones to send you. I don't know if you can do that on your phone. That might be you and I calling each other. And some of the boards, you know, like the other day with the Zoom, we had to earn the gift of those boards. There are going to be some boards that I create, some boards that I have been given that, you know, we've had to earn those boards by answering some questions and so forth. And that just shows that that way we are sincere in wanting to do this, and we're not just wasting somebody's time, so to speak. You know, because we'll have people who will go, oh yeah, I want it, and you spend all that time sending it to them and then they never use it. That's fine. It might not be their time, but I'm going to send them to the people who are definitely going to use them. Not sure if you can see which ones you have. Do you have, you may not be able to tell. Do you have free credits? The board for free credits? Okay, you can still hear me, right? Okay. All right, just making sure. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do this one and send it to Carolyn just so that everybody can see how to do this. So I'm going to copy the link. I'm hovering over, copy the link. The link is copied to the clipboard. So I'm going to go over here. Okay. I'm going to go into Facebook Messenger. And I'm going to find where I've sent Carolyn a message earlier today. And there she is. And I'm going to click paste. When I hit send, that boards is going up. Oh, there it goes. It even gives the title once I've sent it to her of Free Credit Day. So that one has been sent to Carolyn. So she now has free credit. So next month, when she earns her free credits, she can look on here on the second of the month, the first or second of the month, because we actually can see what we're getting on the first, but they're not actually in our account until the second. You have to click Legacy Ledger now in order to see what credits you were given in your cloud. And she can choose one of these. She can tweak and she can copy and paste and tweak a couple of them and mix a couple of these together if she's not sure about what wording she might want to go with her free credits. All right, so we're going to scooch on over here and choose a different board. Excuse me. Lunch and Learn. Let's see if there's anything in here. Okay. Now, these are some things that have come from the Lunch and Learn videos. There's not a whole lot in here, but there are a few things. The inspiration one, this one, it has a lot of different things. Inspiration can be, and this is one that no, this is not the one I created. I changed mine, I believe, to mindset. And so these are just some positive posts that you can put out there on Facebook, along with a picture of yourself, and or include a picture of something that's going to be meaningful, whether it's meaningful for you or, oh, I'm going to target this to moms that are like in their early 40s that have got teenagers or whatever. And I know they're tired. They're tired of driving their kids and being their taxi cabs. And so pretty much anything you want to make a post about, you're going to be able to find it in your boards app. Now, with this one that Rosalind shared with me, when she adds something to it, I believe it updates even here. I could be wrong, but I believe it will even update. Since she's given me this board, I think it will even show me the updates and what's been added. I could be wrong on that, and I'll double check. Before and after photos. Or no, these aren't the before and after photos. I apologize. These are Lavelle photos. Now, we have these here, but where else do we have these that we can actually grab them now from? Carolyn, can you unmute? Let's see if I can unmute you. There you are.
Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it. So where else?
Okay.
Yeah. So like these are here, but where else can we now find the photos so much easier than digging, in other places? Where did we see some the other day?
What, in our Thrive Connect?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Thrive Connect. The only thing is next time, like when I see you, it might be at the local, but like my words on the Thrive Connect, they're all white and it's so hard to read. Like the font is all white, and I've tried to change it, but I don't know why it's like that.
Send an email to is it calls@lavelle.com?
Okay.
I think it's calls@lavelle.com, and just say, is this the email address I'm supposed to send concerns about my Thrive Connect app.
Okay.
And while we're on the phone, while we're here together, let me look and see if, I don't know how much time we have. Can you see on the screen how much time it says we have left?
It says 7:57.
Okay, thank you.
This-
Now, are you talking about when you send a text or just in general across the board, the whole kit and caboodle?
Yeah, the whole thing. It's like everything I read, it's like it's in white and the background is white and the words are white. So it's like really hard.
Okay, I'm looking really quick while we're on here together. Once mine had synced a couple of times, it actually duplicated my people. So that's going to be another conversation for how we get rid of those in Thrive Connect. Okay, I don't see anything for that. For setting up the, if I click on settings, I'm not seeing anything on that. Okay. Send a message to calls@lavelle.com and ask them, just say, is this the email I'm supposed to send a question about Thrive Connect?
Okay.
Okay. Because I know that
Yeah,
we've
because
talked.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and my wording is green. My wording is lime green.
Ooh, that would be nice.
So everything, like whenever I go to my business, it shows me Lavelle Gear, all of that stuff, that's lime green. The tools, all of that, mine is like a grayish black on white. When I want to go to my contacts, those are black and gray. So yeah, send them that message and see what they say. Okay.
Okay.
So then I'm going to another leadership retreat next weekend, and I have a feeling we're going to be working some more on boards, and we may be getting some more shared with us. Excuse me. You can actually make, okay, let's just say Lunch and Learn is my main category. You'll notice here underneath Lunch and Learn, I've got some subcategories, basics. So this must have been something that came out of, it's saying my internet connection's unstable. Sorry about that. This must have been something that came out of Lunch and Learn. Okay, so the basics, quick video links, those are not their own little category. Those must have come out of Lunch and Learn. But if you take a look at these video links, these are what's already in our Thrive Connect. So,
okay.
So while not everybody, and the reason boards came about is because not everybody had Thrive Connect yet. And while Thrive Connect has so much for us, this is some of your nitty gritty Pinterest businessy stuff, such as, like your scripts, things that you might want to tweak. And it's not that you're going to copy anybody word for word. But sometimes when you're making an opportunity post, you need something to kind of get you going. And
yeah,
so, this one right here, the Friday post, this one is something that I think that you would copy. And I can, first of all, it needs to be fixed so that it's in a little bit better paragraph, better and easier to read. I can't change this until I go save it somewhere else. Nobody's going to read all of this jumbled up.
Right.
Nobody's going to read all that. And but I can see where you would take some of this and you would copy it and use it for where you are with your business and how far you've had to come, not had to come, but how you had to come to the realization that you were meant for more. And it's not because you're being greedy. It's because the Lord wants you to do something that's bigger than what you can do on your own.
Yeah. And, sometimes other people don't understand that, because one day at Walmart, I said, we were all in the back of the produce room, and I said, to them that I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to come up. So I can't be involved in all this strife, because where there's strife, there's no peace. And that's what I'm trying to get away from. But I think like they take it as that you're saying, oh, you're bad. You think you're better than us. And that's not what I mean at all. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm trying to come up. And that's where we have talked about how being happy for each other in those times of realization and success. And, so it really is telling when you express yourself in ways and seeing people's reaction, because that it really shows a clear understanding of things.
It does. And until that person is there at that point, they're not going to notice. They're not going to know that. All they see is, and they may say some things that are kind of nasty. And I mean, like when I left teaching, people weren't very kind. I mean, some people were, but some people weren't, because they didn't understand. They didn't know everything that was coming from behind it. And, you just, I had some people that weren't very nice to me at all. And that's okay, because, I was getting out, they weren't. But a lot of people, people can have misconceptions, and we're going to let them have those misconceptions, because we know where our heart is. We're not going to try to stand up and stand, necessarily say you're wrong. This is this, because it's just going to become an argument. But like what the devotional talked about is that, doubting ourselves is really doubting God. And that's what Circle Maker is all about. It's about praying those big prayers, because there are things and gifts that he's given us. And this is stuff we've talked about. There are gifts that he has given each one of us, that it is that gift that he needs for us to expand upon in order to use to bless this person, or to bless this person, or to start a foundation. I've got to start digging in to figure out, how do you actually start a foundation? Okay, that's what people do that are bigger than me. No, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much. So, but I've got to dive in and figure that piece out. And that's okay, because he's going to give me the tools. It's not going to be ignorance on fire. Just like this is not ignorance on fire. We've got the tools. We've got the quote unquote lesson plan now, whereas before we were just, scrambling. And now there's actually like a lesson plan, so to speak. That speaks volumes to my heart. So when we start talking about systems and plans and that kind of a thing, that's like, yes, the ultimate lesson plan. And so this one, story templates. I have shared a lot of story templates in our team page, and I'm going to get back to where we do Story Template Sunday. And so you can actually look at our team page and use the hashtag story template, or story templates, hashtag story templates. And any story templates that I have shared along the way will pop up in our team page.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I, for quite a while, I was sharing them on Sundays. I'm going to get back to doing that. Every Sunday, there will be a story template that you can copy and you can tweak and you can use, and it goes in your stories because of how it was formulated. I'm going to be doing one about the collagen and my fingernails. I've never had fingernails because I bite my nails. And I mean, I've actually got white.
Wow.
I've been a nail biter since I was a little girl.
Yeah.
Oh, we are about to run out of time. Hang on. Stop. I'm going to stop share. I'm just going to I may have to upgrade. I'll do that later. But I lost you. Where'd you go? There we are. Okay, crap. I don't need to screen share again. Crap. Carolyn, I've lost you. There we go.
I can
Okay.
see you.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, this has been a great Zoom, and we will continue. I'll have another topic for next week, and we will chat, and we'll keep following up with our friend that we were talking to today. All right. Bye, everybody.